What you're seeing me do here is just attaching some labels to the uprights of the shelves, the inside shelves, so that I don't stuff it up, so I know which is the front, which is the top. And I'm going to edge band these with solid ironbark strips. There's the strips there. I'm using dowels here because purely for alignment. You'll see I don't even put any glue in the dowel holes. The reason is that plywood is fairly not straight. Now, one thing about the dowel max is that it is a bit slow and a bit fiddly, but for alignment and for strength, you pretty much can't beat it. The alignment is perfect. I didn't even need to sand or trim those. Now they're extremely heavy, they're about 28 kilos each, and getting them balanced on a jointer with such a short bed was really challenging. However, that machine had no issue with taking a 12-inch wide cut on dense Aussie hardwood. Now you'll see in a moment that I'm actually having to push down so hard that I skid the jointer across the concrete floor. That's a 300 kilo machine. And that machine can take some abuse. There you go. Right there, it just slid forward. So yeah, I need a longer joiner and I need a longer shed. Can't afford either. So I just have to keep doing this. Now I'm leaving behind some of the scars. I don't want to take it all away. I want to leave some rustic charm. Far out. Okay, now on the thicknesser I'm just getting the top face. So I've jointed the bottom face and getting the top flat and straight and smooth, and getting both boards to the same thickness so that I can glue them together and make the panel for the top. And again, you can see I have to walk in and out of my door to fit through the shed because my shed's too short. And there's little Joey at the door telling me something. So there you go, pretty perfect joint lines, invisible glue lines. And let me tell you, those dowels were as tight as a goldfish's clucker. Now here I'm cutting the breadboard and the router table, and I'm just making the groove inside the breadboard itself. See my high-tech router fence there? It's got no dust extraction built into it. Alright, now I'm actually cutting the tenon for the breadboard. I'm going to use my tracksaw to do this, because I hate routers, for one, and also because it's actually really accurate, its depth setting, and you can get a perfectly straight cut for your starter cut, which is for the start of a shoulder, which is a bit hard to do with a router. So I found this method worked really well. Barely needed any cleanup. See, with a router you're tipping over the edge. With the tracksaw it's the opposite. You've got full registration on the face. No tear out in the ends. And it went pretty quick. And now I'm just using my marking gauge to set the shoulder there on the top face to exactly the same position as the bottom face. And I'm just notching that out. Bit by bit. Test fit. New beauty. This is the first one of these I did, and after doing it I went and bought a really nice Veritas shoulder plane, which I recommend every human being should own.
So how did you cut the little piece off?
With my saw, man.
Oh. Ready?
For my old man knees. And the memory card on my camera dies about here, so you don't get the satisfaction of seeing me finish these. But anyway, I did straighten up those cuts. And now that looks like a good fit, but it's actually too tight, and it's pushing the top of the breadboard up above the level of the table. It's splitting it open. So I just, you can see I lean my plane in towards the tabletop to take away from the very inside edge there, and then I straighten it out and just shave some off the cheek of the tenon. That plane is just gorgeous, and I absolutely love every opportunity I get to use it. I think I have to buy the smaller two now as well, and yeah, they're just great. Now I'm just marking out the centre of the tenons for the dowels. So the way these breadboard ends work is they allow movement because that mortise and tenon joint is only glued in the very middle. The two outside tenons are held together with a dowel, and the dowel holes are elongated, which allows the tabletop to expand and contract. And I'll show you a photo right in the end. Mine contracted about 1/2 centimetre at both ends once it went into the air conditioning. If I had glued those ends together, like you see a lot of YouTube woodworkers do, they either crank them together or glue all the way along, my top would have just split in half. So you can see the two long pipe clamps pulling the joint really tightly together, and then I'm drilling the holes through. This wood is so hard that I didn't do the method of offsetting the dowel hole, because I think I would have just snapped my dowels. There's no room in it for compression.
Beautiful.
There you go. And I haven't got the video where I elongated the dowel holes, but I did. Okay, you'll have to trust me. Now my finishing process. My 11-year-old boy is videotaping here, so if it's a bit bumpy, forgive us. You can see also where there was that, right on the right hand side of the top, I've glued in a Dutchman. Where I had, in the last shot, you could see it was all black and rotted wood. I cut that away. Yeah. Danish oil is a mixture of tung oil, natural oils and urethane. It soaks right in, gives you that hand rub beauty, and then the urethane's set up and harden the top a bit more than just oil would. But it penetrates real deep, gives you a really beautiful warm glow. The only thing with it is it takes a lifetime to actually go off, especially if it's humid or not a stinking hot summer's day. It can take 3 or 4 days to stop being tacky. Now you can see that joint, even though it's not glued together, it's perfect, it's seamless. And you'll see in the end, in the photo, just how much it's actually shrunk and moved away from that joint. And this is just me being obsessed with this knot. And now I've put 2 coats of satin poly on it. Now here's the unit over a year later, and you can see here and there, remember these were flush initially. See how much it's shrunk in away from that edge, and the cupping down here. Here's the other end of it here. Again, you can see how much it's shrunk away and it's cupped a little bit. And on that side. So wood does move and you do need to allow for it. And these 2 guys here are not glued in and they're elongated and they allow movement like that. This one's glued in.